Welcome to WP EasyCart. In this video tutorial, we're going to walk through EasyCart's payment gateway systems and all the various methods you can use to collect payment. And EasyCart comes with a huge variety of gateways, I think over 30 gateways. Plus we offer different options from PayPal, Stripe, and Square, plus manual billing, purchase orders, invoicing. A lot of customers have questions about, hey, can I do certain types of billing systems? And so let's take a look at what we offer both in our free edition and in our professional and premium editions. Now there's two different versions there, and the free edition does come with some very powerful gateways. And so let's take a look at those. If you have the free edition, you'll be able to go to settings and payments, and you'll be able to see these different payment gateways, and you can enable up to 3 gateways because they have different purposes. And the first one we want to look at is the bill later. This is a great option if you want customers to place an order but you don't want to have any payment taken. This is good for purchase orders, or if you want to send an invoice to a customer. EasyCart doesn't send out invoices. That would be entirely up to you and your business model as to how you want customers to pay later. Sometimes people want orders placed and they can then collect purchase orders from people. Some people like to send invoices. And in some countries they like to use this section for manual billing or for direct deposits. And we can change this. We can say this is going to be paid by invoice. You can select a personal message in this payment system. So I'm going to go ahead and say you will receive an invoice after the order is placed. And then your customers will be able to see this as they go through checkout. Now let's flip over to the store side, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh my cart. You can see they just get their normal shopping cart. They can start through the checkout process. I'm going to go ahead and just log in with a demo account that I have here. And as a person goes through, they can go through and select their shipping. You can go ahead and go to the payment page, and from here is where you'll be able to see the custom message. Right now all I have is pay by invoice, and you'll receive an invoice after the order is placed. And a person just has to submit the order. It goes into EasyCart as a pending order. So you would know not to ship this type of order until you've dealt with collecting payment. And then you can change the order status back in your order section. And so that's what the Bill Me Later option is. Basically just bypasses payment processing and gets the order into the system. If you don't want that there, you can simply disable it. The second and most popular option is PayPal. And then we offer 2 others in our free edition, Stripe and Square, which are live processors. In our free edition, if you use any of these, there's a 2% application fee. If you use the professional and premium editions, you have 0% application fee. So per transaction, that's just a way for you to use a free edition and pay as you go. Or you can get the professional and premium editions and not have any fees through the application itself. You always have your gateway fees, of course. So let's take a look at PayPal. PayPal is unique. They have lots of different payment processing systems. They have Express, they have Standard, they have Payment Pro. It can get really confusing as to what you need. And so they're really pushing hard for their Express system. And so I'm going to go ahead and enable just the sandbox for PayPal. And it wants me to go ahead and enter an email or get signed in. So I'm going to go ahead and enter just one of my test accounts. and it wants you to go ahead and fill out all this information if you're going to sign up for a sandbox. You can see I'm working with a test account here, and so I'm not going to go ahead and do that at this point because it just takes too long. But you can see once you set up and you've connected to PayPal, we'll take a look at what that looks like once we get in the live version. We also offer Stripe. Stripe or Square can run alongside PayPal. And what's nice here is these actually process credit cards on your website. So I'm going to go ahead, let's say we're going to enable the sandbox here. It says, hey, do you want to go ahead and connect with EasyCart? I'm going to go ahead and say connect my Stripe account. And now the sandbox is enabled. And then we have some advanced options such as what kind of currency you want to do, so on and so forth. And so we can set up the different gateways. What this does is if I go back to my store, a person goes through shopping, and now they have the option here to pay by invoice or pay by credit card. And a customer could simply enter their information directly on your site with Stripe or Square and submit their order. And the nice thing about these live payment processors is the action happens immediately. You can see right here it's already been processed. The credit card has gone through Stripe, verified, and the payment is completed. And you can see that the status of these orders is already card approved. And so it's really nice to always enable Stripe or Square. Or if you have our professional and premium editions, one of our many other gateways that are live. And so this is what your free edition would allow you to do. And again, you can enable Bill Later, PayPal, and Stripe or Square, or all three of them, however you want to set up your payment system. And that gives users the option during checkout. So I'm going to go back to my store now. Let's take a look at what the professional and premium editions look like. I'm going to get a product in my cart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead now. If you have purchased Pro or Premium, you will have installed the professional plugin along with the other one. And that unlocks a lot of the professional features in our system. And if I go back to settings and payment, you can see I have a little bit of a different look here. I can set up my bill later, I can set up my third-party payment solution, and I can set up my live payment solution here. So we've got a choice now and several options. And if I take a look at my store and just refresh this, okay, customers can just click on checkout. Now with PayPal Express, if that's something you want to enable, I'm going to go ahead and enable PayPal, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on PayPal Express. What PayPal Express does is let users check out at the beginning of your shopping cart if they want to. Now they can always go through checkout and they can always go to the end and also check out. But PayPal has decided that it would be kind of nice if they could check out right from the cart. And so we have this kind of first page checkout system. And if we go to checkout, I'm going to go ahead and bypass that PayPal piece for a second. And I'm going to go to the payment page. You can see I have pay by invoice, pay by PayPal, and down below I have a PayPal checkout button, or I can use a credit card. And so you're giving customers that choice to check out. What do they want to do? And PayPal Express just simply lets you do it here or back at the cart level. And what's pretty slick about PayPal Express is users can click on it and they can go ahead and log in, fill out their information, and they're simply transported to the final page. They skip your entire checkout system. if they want to. Okay, and we have some other options in here. For example, you can enable PayPal credit, and if I jump over here, you will see a new button, and you're now offering PayPal credit to your users. Customers can also check out with PayPal using a credit card. If I click on the Visa button here, you'll see that they get a different form, just a regular fill out credit card through PayPal. So that you're trying to give your customers whatever they feel most comfortable with during checkout. We also have some nice advanced options, and these are only really in our professional and our premium editions. But if you really wanted to, you could turn off that page 1 checkout. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And you'll notice if I refresh just at the cart level, now you're forcing all your users to go through your checkout process. They still have the option to check out with PayPal. I'm going to go ahead and just go through this checkout process. You select your shipping, and when you get here to the final page, you still have PayPal as an option. The same exact flow, except you just don't offer it at the beginning. And so that might be suitable for your business as well. You can also set up, if you have 3 different payment methods or 2 methods, you can set up which one you want as a default. For example, if you go to your checkout settings, you can default, do you want manual billing, third party, or credit card as the default selection for your users. That's entirely up to you and how you want, again, to set up your store. You may get a better rate through your credit card processing versus PayPal, and so on and so forth. So again, these are some of the different options that we do offer. If you'd like to change, for example, your live payment, you can change your payment method here. And we offer 30 different gateways from third party, but here you could go in and change to Square, you could change to Stripe, SagePay, PayPal Payments Pro, PayPal PayFlow, First Data, PayEasy is very popular, Authorize.net. Whichever payment gateway you choose, you just have to enter your transaction information here, your login keys, whatever credentials they're asking for. Some of our gateways, such as Stripe or Square, offer real quick one-click connections, while others have more complex connection settings. But the key here is to activate probably as many of these as you can. And again, if you have the professional or premium editions, you have 0 application fees through EasyCart. You just have your payment gateway transaction fees, and you're giving customers that choice either at the end of the cart process or with PayPal Express. You're giving them that option to check out right at the cart level. So if you have any questions, I recommend you check out our documentation. We've got a list of all of our payment gateways there. Rewatch the video. Sometimes it can be really confusing as to what you're supposed to do with payment gateways. We recommend always having a secure HTTPS or an SSL certificate on your website. And that's regardless of whatever gateway you use. Just because you're dealing with customers and you're dealing with security and their information, it's always recommended to have an SSL. But we have good documentation on this. Again, you can find more videos in our video library at www.wpeasycart.com. And we hope this was useful. Thank you.